What's up, guys? This is Sim with Vengeance, and I'm back here with another NCAA Basketball 09 Stephen F. Austin Lumberjacks Dynasty. And if you guys are excited for today's video, make sure you guys drop a like, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for more content. So we're going to go straight into the game. So there's a reason why. Obviously, what ensues after this is going to be the selection show, and if we get a good seeding or not, well, that's going to determine if we win this game or not. Because if we lose, well, we could either, if we win, chances are we could probably get like a 5 seed at the, I would say 5 seed, maybe even a 3, because the ranking and the seeding in this game is just so out of whack. But if we lose, I would say we're probably like a 6, 7, maybe 8 seed. But that's really depending on this game. And if UTA wins, well, they're obviously in the tournament, but we don't know if they're going to get like a high seed or not. And if they lose, well, they probably are going to be facing NIT, possibly a bubble, maybe a lower seed, maybe like a 15, 16 seed. Because you know what? This is the Southland Conference, and there's not many good teams in this conference. I'll tell you what. I mean, the fact that we're ranked is something to not, like, I guess, I wouldn't say nothing to be proud of, because, I mean, we haven't really faced anybody. So that's really kind of the biggest part of this whole tournament upcoming, is that we're going to get some actual competition, and we haven't really had much of that this season. So we'll see. We'll see. It really all depends. So anyway, our main focus this game is to focus on getting the ball inside. And we have been doing that so far. You see Teague for 3, no good. But look at Walden going up, eating some glass, and finishing it off with a layup. And now we're playing some good defense, suffocating the ball handler, because that's one of the big things that I've noticed about this team, is that they're not very good at getting out of double teams. And I wanted to expose that weakness as much as I can, because as you see right there, they're getting bad results when it comes to getting themselves out of double teams. They're not really passing to that one guy that's not being covered, because, you know, if in a double team situation, you know, there's always going to be one guy open unless they're not spacing the floor out right. But it doesn't look like they're doing that, because they're just looks like they're just going through the motions out there. But anyway, they do get another look from that 3-point spot that they shot at earlier, and they made that one, making it a 3-point game. But later on, this is where it starts to get fun. Tied at 30, we got Booker going up, pulling up for 3, and he drills it with a man in his face, making it 33-30. Later on, it's 36-30, and now we're starting to do a little bit more here. We're starting to be a little bit more aggressive. You see Booker going inside. Oh, nice move with the nice touch around the rim. 8-0 run here. Now an 11-0 run as we start the second half on an 11-0 run. Now what kind of momentum can we do with that? We have momentum. We just got to keep going with it. You see right there, Coates inside, getting the dunk, trying to back down his defender, and it worked. I don't know if they were trying to draw a charge or if he was just playing that bad of defense. But now it's a 17-0 run as Coates backing up, throws it back outside to Morton. Morton with a nice trip to the basket down the baseline. It's now 49-30 on a 19-0 run. This is out of hand. It's now a 21-0 run, as this is just getting ridiculous. We don't even know what's going on. We intercept the pass. Miller with the nice strip, and he's going to go up, miss the layup, but Walden finishes it off. So nice little stand right there to keep the drive alive, or the run going. So now it's still a 23-0 run. Walden inside, going to finish it off with a layup. 25-0 run. Look at this one more time. The defender just tried to intercept the pass, and it just did not work, because that ball was just out of his reach. And now after the run ends, it's still a 22-point lead. Oh, man. We are just dominating at every facet of the game. And the inside game of our team here is just spectacular. It's been phenomenal. Walden has been a monster inside the paint today. He had himself a game that could go down in Stephen Austin basketball history. 32 points, 5 rebounds off the bench. You just don't hear about that in college basketball. You don't. And Walden, just give this guy the ball. He's just been phenomenal. He makes another one right there, making it 81-53. Just amazing work today. He was phenomenal, and man, oh man, we need that kind of play come tournament time, because it's gonna be nice to get those W's if we can get some in the tournament, depending on where we're seated and who we play, and everything else in between. Because you know anything can happen in March Madness, except for maybe a 16 seed being a 1. But nonetheless, I mean, we got to come prepared in the tournament. It's going to be interesting where they seed us, because I say anywhere between a 3 and a 6, maybe a 5. I would say probably 5 is most likely. But then again, 5-12 upsets are probably the most common out of the double-digit seeds coming out with wins. So, I mean, that's at least the biggest upset I've seen, because usually when you're a 5 seed, it means you're like a top 25 team. And, you know, we don't want to fall into that upset category, because these teams here that are going to make the tournament are going to be really good. So, obviously, final score today, we won by 30, 94-64, but that's not going to mean anything because now it's called the NCAA tournament. And now we have to really show the world that this Michael Walden guy is just, he's in it for the real deal. He's no fluke, right? He ain't going to do no fluke job. So we got to get him as much attention as possible. Maybe put him in the starting lineup, because, man, you just don't have that kind of game. And like, he's been really good all season. So take a look at the stats here. You see we got a couple players in double digits. Harper didn't get much action because obviously when you're up big, you don't want to risk, you know, your top players out on the floor. So there's a reason why his stats were so low and why our bench players were so high in the stat category. Our bench players did more work than the starters, except for maybe Coates and Booker, but you get the idea. So anyway, we're now going to take a look at the selection show, and I know you guys have been waiting all season for this. And we're going to take a look here at on the bubble teams. You got Mount St. Mary's, you got Georgia Tech, some notables in there. You got Missouri State and Bradley, Ole Miss, St. Mary's at 13 and 10. I don't understand this game sometimes. Like I don't get it. There's teams that are playing 31 games. There's teams playing 23 games. Like I don't get that. There should be an even numbered schedule all the way around. I don't know if it's just the game, but I don't like it. You see Duke right there, a #1 seed at 19 and 10. I understand USC and UNC in Louisville as a #1 seed at their records, but let's face it. I mean, 19 and 10, that's like borderline like bubble team, and they got a #1 seed. There's teams out there that are busting their tail, like Stephen F. Austin, for example, finished 21 and 3, got a 3 seed. And they're a top 10 team in the country. I'm just saying. Kansas got a #7 seed. They're facing Pittsburgh. Baylor facing Jacksonville University. Jacksonville University finished below 500. They must have won their conference tournament or something, because they shouldn't even be here. Davidson facing New Mexico. Looks like USC is going to be the top seed in our region, so that's always nice. UNC, the Tar Heels, got the #1 seed facing North Dakota State in the Midwest region. Syracuse versus Nevada. You got Marquette versus Wisconsin. Xavier versus Western Kentucky. Mississippi State versus UCPS. I can't remember what the PS stands for. I know it's University of California something. Michigan State versus they got a #2 seed. IUPUI versus VMI though. IUPUI got a 2 seed. They got a 2 seed. Who did they face? Who did they beat to get that seed? I want to know. Like, man, shout out to UAB Blazers, though, for making the tournament at 17 and 14 and an 11 seed. They must have won their conference tournament as well, because not many 17 and 14 teams are going to get in the tournament. But then again, we have a below 500 team in the tournament as well. Louisville in the #1 seed in the East region. Arizona State versus St. Mary's. You got Texas versus another MSU team. I'm pretty sure that's Missouri State. Looks like Wichita State's facing UAB. And you got just a pretty good, that's a pretty tough region, actually. IUPUI actually probably deserves that #2 seed. But we'll see about that when it comes to actual, tournament time. And in the South region, you got Duke as the #1 seed. I honestly think they don't deserve it. But anyway, going on here. Purdue got the #2 seed in the South region. Washington versus Zale. Oklahoma versus Fresno State. Dayton versus Florida State. Temple versus Illinois. Illinois got a 19 and 11 record. Got a 12 seed. I'm just saying, this system's rigged. There's a fly in my face. But, man. Anyway, take a look at the conference breakdown. A lot of good teams, obviously, in this tournament. And we'll see how the tournament plays out. I'm not going to go simulate one by one because that will just take forever. But we'll see how it comes come tournament time and how we will fare. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys enjoyed, drop a like, and if you're new to the channel at all, hit that subscribe button down below. Until then, my name is Sin with Vengeance, and I'm out. Peace.